Levi Colwill was named as Chelsea captain against Manchester United last night, ahead of Thiago Silva, with Reece James named amongst the substitutes before being brought on at half-time. Chelsea confirmed their decision to hand Reece James the captain's armband at the start of the season. Ben Chilwell became vice-captain, whilst it has since been made clear that Conor Gallagher's third choice, James' role as captain, has been questioned in recent weeks, following his red card against Newcastle and his injury struggles so far this season. At the start of the season, following the decision to name the 23-year-old as captain, Mauricio Pochettino said, "This is a decision taken by me and the club. We are very pleased Reece will captain the side this season." Quote, "He leads by example, and his attitude and dedication to Chelsea has been clear throughout pre-season. He proudly wore the armband during our summer tour and will take up the challenge of leading our squad with his own approach and ideas." Quote, "2/3 of Chelsea's squad are aged 21 or under, highlighting the lack of experience and maturity in the group, emphasizing the need for strong leadership in the team to help progress and improve." However, with the Blues currently at 10th in the Premier League following the 2-1 defeat against Manchester United last night, in which Levi Colwill started as captain with James on the bench, Chilwell injured and Gallagher suspended, Pochettino needs to find out who can rely on to be a role model to the rest of the team. With that being said, Football.London has discussed the ongoing debate around Chelsea's captaincy situation. Reece James is Chelsea through and through. Unfortunately for him, he also seems to be injured through and through. According to Transfermarkt.com, the fullback has suffered 11 injuries in the last 4 seasons, ruling him out of 63 matches. That's not good form for your club captain really. Reece James isn't available on a regular enough basis to lead the team. If he's only playing in 60% of games, you need a strong deputy, and that really negates the value in picking James in the first place. Thiago Silva seems likely to leave the club at the end of the season, and some will say that's why he should not have been picked. But it still looked odd that a former leader of the club would not walk the team out at Old Trafford in James' absence, instead following behind Levi Colwill, who has only been a true part of the first team since the summer. Mauricio Pochettino would not think about this when choosing his captain. He'd think about the leader, the best man for the job, the one everyone else in the dressing room will get behind, and I'm sure that is James. However, there are others in that dressing room who can lead, and if James is going to be sat on the sidelines for a long chunk of the season, it stands to reason someone else should take the armband. Someone needs to be Pochettino's man on the field, otherwise Chelsea will continue to spiral, and the hiring and firing of managers will go on and on and on. One of the issues for Chelsea is that James and vice-captain Ben Chilwell are both so injury-prone. Then there is Conor Gallagher, who is the vice-captain. While I don't think Gallagher is ready to become the club's permanent captain, he looks set to be the man wearing the armband for most of this season. I am very surprised Thiago Silva is not higher up in the pecking order in terms of captaincy. I understand why the Brazilian was not appointed as the permanent captain. His time at the club could be up at the end of the season. Personally, I would stick with James. Despite the England international being so injury-prone, I do think he is the right man for the job. Although his display against Newcastle, where he was sent off in a very silly manner, cannot happen again. The fact Chilwell and Gallagher are next in line does help James. Both of them are more than capable of leading the team when fit and available. Hopefully, though, James can now stay fit for a lengthy period of time. Fingers crossed.